For almost a century, the US dollar has been the king of money. Every country trades in it, every central bank stores it, and every global crisis somehow ends with people running toward the dollar. But now, something has changed. From Asia to Africa, more and more countries are saying, we don't need the dollar anymore. The question is, why? What made the world start losing trust in the most powerful currency ever created? Is this really the fall of the dollar? Or just another reset in global finance? Let's find out. To understand the dollar's fall, we need to go back to the root: trust. The US dollar became the global reserve currency after World War II. Back then, every dollar was backed by gold. But in 1971, the US government made a historic move. It ended the gold standard. From that moment, the dollar was no longer tied to gold, only to faith in America's economy. For decades, that worked. But after the 2008 financial crash and years of money printing, inflation and debt started rising like never before. By 2024, America's national debt crossed $35 trillion, and the world began to worry. While the US was printing more money, others were quietly planning an escape. China, Russia, India, Brazil, and South Africa. The BRICS nations started creating their own financial systems. They began trading in local currencies. They built their own payment systems, avoiding the dollar, and even SWIFT. And when the US imposed sanctions on countries like Russia, it only pushed them to move faster. Today, more than 40 countries have shown interest in joining BRICS, and some of them, like Saudi Arabia and Iran, control massive oil supplies. If oil starts trading in non-dollar currencies, the petrodollar system that kept America on top could crumble. But the challenge is not just coming from countries. It is coming from technology. China's digital Yuan, India's UPI system, and the global rise of cryptocurrency are changing how money moves. You don't need American banks anymore to send money internationally. You don't even need dollars for global trade. This digital revolution is creating a new kind of power, one that is faster, borderless, and not controlled by Washington. The world is testing alternatives, and every successful trade without dollars weakens America's influence just a little more.
Of course, the United States is not going to let its currency fall without a fight. The Federal Reserve has been raising interest rates to strengthen the dollar. This move makes the dollar more valuable, but it also hurts weaker economies that owe money in dollars. At the same time, the US uses sanctions as a weapon. If a country steps out of line, it can be cut off from the dollar-based system, something no nation wants to risk. The more America uses the dollar as a weapon, the faster other nations try to replace it. It is a slow but powerful cycle, and it is already in motion. Still, the dollar remains strong in global markets. Over 58% of international reserves are still held in US dollars. So it is not collapsing overnight, but the world is clearly preparing for a plan B. So what does the future look like? Most experts agree the dollar won't disappear. It will just share power. Instead of one global reserve, we may see multiple currencies running the world together. The dollar, the euro, the Chinese yuan, and maybe even gold or digital tokens. This is called a multipolar currency world, where no single country dominates everything. It could bring more balance or more chaos, because every nation will be fighting for control over money, trade, and data. The future of money might not be green paper. It might be code on a screen. The fall of the dollar is not about America collapsing. It is about the world changing. We are watching a shift that happens once in a century, when power moves from one system to another. It is not the end of the US dollar. It is the end of the world depending on just one. So the real question is, are we ready for a future where no one controls money completely? If you found this video interesting, drop your thoughts below. Do you think the dollar will fall? Or will America bounce back stronger? Don't forget to subscribe for more global economy breakdowns like this one.